Let's check out the mystery items inside the Mystical Boho CreateAlong Box. Right. My Mystical Boho CreateAlong Box is here. Let's see what creative goodies we have this month. We've got a silk screen, and this is called Bold Tribal Blocks. I've got some gold Primo that I've rolled to a 3 on the clay machine, and I just want to make sure it's big enough to fit the surface of this. And I'm going to silk screen with the Bold Tribal Box. You want to put it face down with the colored side against the clay. I like to give it a roll just to make sure it's going to stay in place. And then I'm actually silk screening with some glass paint, some crystal gloss enamels. This is going to give a sheer effect, but with a hint of color. You want to make sure to wash your silk screen right away so that it's ready to use next time, and I'm going to let that completely dry on there. And we have a stencil called Passages. This will be cool for borders. All right, I've got some more of the purple clay that I've rolled into some strips, and I cut them into strips because I'm going to use 2 of them to wrap around here. And I'm going to use the stencil that came in this month's box. First, I'm going to roll and then I'm going to actually stencil with some metallic luster. If your metallic lusters dry out, or your Inca golds, your Inca metallics, you can just wet your finger a little bit and you'll be able to use them like this. All right. And that is exactly the effect I wanted. Perfect. I'm going to cut those, cut out around them. We have got a brand new texture sheet, and this is awesome. Woven Kites, it's called. That's going to be really cool for a lot of different projects. All right, I've got some more gold Primo that I've rolled to a 2, and I'm using the Woven Kites texture sheet. And I want to make a strip of texture as an embellishment. You can see that gorgeous, deep texture. That's really pretty. I think it's going to work for lots of different projects. We have got a fun little tin to decorate and store things in. We've got a set of 3 new Deco Discs. These are really Mystical and Boho. Those will be cool for some really unique projects. All right, to use the Deco Discs, you want to use some sort of release agent. You can use mica powder. Some artists use Armor All. I just use plain water most of the time for mine. And I've got some purple Primo that I've rolled to a 2 on my clay machine. And there are a few different ways you can use Deco Discs, but this is how I like to do it to make sure that I get a good impression. And I'm going to just use my fingers to press the clay into the image that I want. You can put it down and use your clay roller, but I find that this really helps make sure that you get the best overall impression from the Deco Disc. Let's try that. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so there's my image. I'm going to dry off that water, and then I'm going to cut it out with my craft knife, and we'll enhance it a little bit. We have got a great assortment of Hot Fix cabochons. I am a Hot Fix cabochon junkie. And we have some of the brand new Dazzle Dust. This is a brand new product that we will be carrying in the shop soon. And it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, I'm going to show you how to use the Dazzle Dust. And this is just, I don't know if you can see that holographic glittery effect and this rich purple color. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I really am looking forward to experimenting with this more. But to use it, you want to use it on cured polymer clay, and you can use it right out of the oven, or you can use your heat tool to heat up your clay. I'm going to be cutting my pieces into smaller pieces for the project I'm going to make, so I'm just using some scrap pieces that are already baked. You want to heat your clay to 300 degrees in order to have this work. So I'm just going to use my heat gun. And as far as how long, it's kind of trial and error, but you'll get the hang of it. Once you've got it heated up, dip it in your Dazzle Dust, and then heat it again. Look at that. You can add more. You can go as opaque as you want with this. I'm actually sort of liking even the ombre effect I'm getting with heavier on the bottom and then the lighter shades on top. And then once it's cool, I can dip the other side. And then once it cools off, it's not going to chip off or flake off. It's going to be permanently on that piece of clay. And it's just gorgeous. I think Dazzle Dust is going to become one of my new addictions. Alright, now the Dazzle Dust is all cool, I wanted to show you that it is not going to chip or flake, because like I'm cutting this one up. I want just some sort of little squares that I'm going to use to embellish. And I can cut it to make those little squares, and it is not flaking at all. So Dazzle Dust is going to be a durable coloring option for your clay projects. Now, I'm not going to use these on this project, but if I was, they are heat set, so I would just embed them in the clay and then bake it according to the manufacturer's instructions. And here's the little Mystical Boho tin. I'm Cindi McGee, and I hope you enjoyed this glimpse inside the Mystical Boho CreateAlong Box. Remember to share your projects in our CreateAlong Polymer Clay Tribe Facebook group.